Good morning to all. 8:45 Sunday morning on the 18th of February 2024. Good morning to all on air this morning for the Sandton Amateur Radio Club News Bulletin. Okay, so this morning you are listening to the Sandton Amateur Radio Club station, ZS6STN, which is operated today from the shack of ZR60, or truly ZR60X. The Club Bulletin is broadcast every Sunday at 8:45 local time. The first thing up today is, of course, club birthdays and club news. So let's go over to Keith, if possible. Keith, if you can do the club birthdays. I don't have an updated birthday list, unfortunately. And then you can also any club news as well at the same time, or if there's anyone else out there. So I'm going to hand over to Keith ZS6HR from ZS6STN, operated by ZR6 Delta X-Ray.
Good morning, Noel, and thank you very much. I am trying to do a 40-meter relay, so hopefully that will come through okay as well. Just have to get close to the microphone here. But yes, club birthdays, this is a bit of an older list, but I think a lot of it is still perfectly valid. So on the 12th of February, we had Richard Dice Dismore, ZS6 Tango Fox, who had his birthday. Alan Truitz, 18th of February, ZS6A Alpha Tango. So Elaine, happy birthday for today. Then we've also got Jafran Volks, 18th of the February as well, ZR6 Juliet Victor. Juliet Victor. Right? So Jafran, I'm just getting my tongue twisted here a little bit. So ZR6JV is Jafran. So congratulations to Jafran on your birthday. And Barry McCall on the 22nd of February, that is ZS6 Bravo Alpha Zulu, and Kevin Gore on the 25th of February, so that'll be next week's broadcast as well, as ZS6 Bravo X-Ray Tango, and then also Noel Hammond on ZR6DX, our own Noel, on 25th of February next week as well. So congratulations to all those who are having birthdays, and we wish you a wonderful birthday and many, many more. Let me just go to the club news now then, Noel. I'll try and speak a little bit closer to the 40-meter mic as well. But yes, let's just talk about what's upcoming. We've got Field Day on the 9th and 10th of March. So that is out at the Sleepy River Caravan Park in Magaliesburg, near Hekpoort. So we would love to have all members come through, if possible, on the 9th, Saturday the 9th, and say hi to the team that's running the contest. And if you want to be part of that team, please do put up your hand and let us know. We have a WhatsApp group for those that are going, and you can drop us an email at info@zs6stn.org.za. and we will rope you into the team. But you're welcome to come out for the day on the 9th, or to come and stay over the weekend for the 9th and 10th. A lot of the contesters get out there on the Friday evening before the Saturday contest starts, so that'll be the 8th as well. Yes, there is an entrance fee. It's about, if I recall, 60 Rand for a day visitor, and I think it's double that if you're sleeping over in the resort as well. So be aware of that, but do come out, have some fun, have a braai with a social braai with all the members. We'll also probably, and I'm sure we will in fact, have a fox hunt available for those who are keen on going and hunting the fox during their time out at the Sleepy River Caravan Park. Then on the 2nd of March, it's worth mentioning that the West Rand boot sale is on, and that's always a great social. So get out to the West Rand Club and participate in the boot sale, meet all those people that you chat to on the bands. It's a lot of fun. So that one's worth mentioning as well. Then the 28th of February is our Tech Talk, and that'll be by Stuart, ZR6 Whiskey Tango, who now resides in Div 1 on Zoom. So do get out do connect on Zoom on the 28th of February. It's at 7 o'clock in the evening, and we are going to be, the subject will be getting you on the air with JS8 Call. It's also part of the bulletin this morning. But we would love to have you join us, and at the end of the session, you should have made, hopefully, a couple of JS8 call QSOs, and be able to experiment and play with JSA Core. And that is one of the modes that's available for the QRP contest, so we would love to have everyone give it a try. Then on the 25th of February, we are going out to the high site. There's a little bit of a jungle out there, so we're going to go and clean up at the high site. We're also going to do some maintenance on the repeaters network. So the Bulletin next week is probably going to be from the high site, and if you want to come out there with a brush cutter or a weed eater, or just come for a little bit of a braai with the team that's working on the repeater, please do let us know. Once again, send an email to info@ZS6STN.org.za or drop a line on the WhatsApp group and we will rope you in. But yes, we're going to go and do a cleanup and a little bit of maintenance on the high site on the 25th of February. Then just a reminder for those that participated in the 80-meter club contest on 14 February. The logs are due in by tomorrow, so please do get your logs in if you participated in the 80-meter club contest on the 14th of February. And I don't know if anyone was on the bands yesterday, but I do know that some people were on the bands yesterday, but the SOTA, all the guys that are into SOTA was pumping. That's Summits on the Air. So I know myself and ZS6MDV, we went out to the Suikerbos run, to one of the peaks there, GP-014, and we had a lot of fun out there with the Sun Luke as well. So just watch out for those SOTA guys. You can be a chaser. You get points for being a chaser. You don't have to be an activator, but if you wanted to be an activator as well, you can go and find yourself a peak, advertise it, and you will get lots of people coming back to you. So thank you for all those who participated in SOTA yesterday. So don't forget, 9th and 10th is our March Field Day. We really would like everybody out there on at least the 9th, the Saturday the 9th. Okay, let's give you back to Noel, ZR6DX manning a ZS6STN. This is a ZS6HI.
ZS6HI, ZS6STN returning. There we go. Thanks very much, Keith, for all that information. Absolutely fantastic, and for all the club news and all those things. And as always, you're doing an absolute sterling job, so keep up the good work, and see if we can get a couple of guys back and doing all these things, which is absolutely great. So thank you very much, and thanks for all the wishes from your side, and all the best to those having birthdays this coming week. Okay, just from my side, a little bit of club news. Well, not really club news as such, but Hammy's news. We started the Hammy's course last week, of course. Unfortunately, it was a little bit of a disappointment. We didn't have many takers for the course. So, guys, there's still lots of opportunities. Get hold of either myself or Graham if there's any other people that would like to join in the course. Just like to yesterday, I wasn't available yesterday. And, Graham, ZS6GL, carried on with the course, and he set up a field station and everything like that, and did quite a bit of work with one of the candidates. And I believe the candidates made a whole lot of contacts, made 6 contacts yesterday, so well on their way to getting all those things done. So, Graham, thank you very much for the effort, and it was really, really great to hear that those things happened yesterday, so that was really great. In the news today, it was South African Radio League. Remember to register for the 2024 Israel National Convention. The registration deadline for the Hamski 6th annual workshop, and of course club news. So the convention is we'll come to that anyway. So stay tuned for more information as in interesting news items. We begin this bulletin with the news of 4 silent keys. It is deep regret that we must announce that the keys of Joe Snyder's ZS5 Papa Oscar, Jeff Tinker, ZS1 Lima Mike, Ben Rademacher, ZS1 Romeo Lima, and Nielen van Bedar, ZS6 November Golf, have gone silent. When last heard from Joe Snyder's, he was in hospital undergoing tests and passed away on the 29th of January 2024. We extend our deepest condolences to his family and friends. Jeff Tinker passed away on Sunday, 11th of February 2024. Jeff served on the Israel Council in the 1980s, as well as being the chairman of the erstwhile Cape Town branch of the South African Radio League. He He was particularly involved in the establishment of the now Cape Town Amateur Radio Clubhouse in Rondebosch and made a very significant contribution to amateur radio in Cape Town. We extend our deepest condolences to his wife Lynette, 2 daughters and son, and their families. Ben Rademacher passed away on the 6th of February 2024. We extend our condolences to his wife, Petey, children, and family. Nedlin from Badar passed away on Tuesday, 13th of February 2024. We extend our sincere condolences to his family and friends. You are listening to the news bulletin of the South African Radio League, broadcast by the Sandton Amateur Radio Club, ZS6STN. Okay, let's start with the main parts of the bulletin. So remember to register for the 2024 SRL National Convention. Members are reminded to encourage to register for the 2024 SRL National Convention. I'm not going to read you the HTTPS, but I'm sure you can get all the forms off the South African Radio League website. So please do that. To date, 20 members have registered, 8 from ZS1, 2 from ZS2, 9 from ZS4, 2 from ZS4 and 9 from ZS6. We need to know the numbers attending for catering purposes. On Friday evening, 19th April, the CTARC, that's the Cape Town Amateur Radio Club, are hosting a welcome function at the Garden Court Hotel. Tea and coffee will be provided at the SRL AGM, but we need to tell the hotel how many people will be attending the awards dinner on Saturday, the 20th of April. We extend an invitation to radio dealers to exhibit at the AGM venue. Please contact the SRL Secretary if you are interested. We are 332 short of beating the attendance record set at the Pretoria AGM. See you in Cape Town in April. The register deadline for the Hamski 6th Annual Workshop is 1st of March. The Ham Radio Science Citizen Investigation Workshop will be held on the 22nd and 23rd of March 2024 at the Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio. The event is meant to bring together the amateur radio community and professional scientists. The 2024 workshop theme is alignments, specifically those between the Sun, Moon, and Earth. College Gate Amateur Radio Recreation Center. Okay, that's at the College Gate Amateur Radio Center in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Maths, STEM. Curricular data collection for analysis and professional citizen science. The workshop participants will prepare for the solar eclipse taking place on the 8th of April 2024, which will be seen in totality from Cleveland. For registration and additional information about the event, visit https://hamski.org, HamScience 2024. You're listening to the news bulletin of the South African Radio League. Okay, club news. The Port Elizabeth Amateur Radio Society will be operating 2 stations on the 9th of March for the SRL Field Day and FM VHF UHF contest. ZS2 Papa Echo will operate from the Warmer Scout Hall, and all are welcome to join in. The other stations will operate from the top of the mountain range in the Koga Wilderness area, just outside Jabutina. The operators will camp out, and on the 9th of March will climb up to the high point and set up stations. Should you wish to join the fun, please contact Cavern ZR2 Bravo Kilo on 083-401-9587. Let me repeat that. Contact Cavern ZR2 Bravo Kilo on 083-401-9587. The station will also be active as a park on the air. The Sasol Amateur Radio Club is operating a special call sign ZS85 VDAM to celebrate the 85th anniversary of the Val Dam. The special call sign will be on air until the end of March 2024 on HF and VHF. A special QSL card is available, and send your QSL card to ZS4SRK to achieve this special QSL card. The next Sandton Power Tech Talk is on the 19th Central African Time on Wednesday the 28th of February, and this month the topic is Getting on the Air with JS8 Call. Our guest speaker will be Stuart, ZR Whiskey Tango Division 1, and during this live interaction session, he will be instructing us how to best set up and make QSOs using JS8 core. By the end of the power hour, it is hoped that you will have added a few more QSOs to your logbook and be ready to experiment and play with JS8. Everyone is welcome, so please spread the word and join us on Zoom at 1900 Central African Time on Wednesday evening, the 28th of February. See the SRL upcoming events diary, Facebook pages, and WhatsApp groups for the Zoom login details. Okay, contest news. 11 logs were received for the AWA-CW Activity Day held on the Sunday, the 4th of February 2024. 18 call signs were logged. First, Helgi, ZS6 Hotel Bravo. Helgi is all the way from Nelspruit. Second, Ludwig, ZS5 Charlie November, and Ed, ZS6 UT. Third, Bruce, ZS6 BK, and Pitt, ZS4 ZS. The full results with scores will be listed on the AWA website at www.awasa.org.za in the latest news. Thank you to all of those who took part on the day. Okay, we're over to the propagation report. Hannes Kutsia, ZS6BZB, reports that the solar activity expected to be low to moderate levels. There are currently 10 sunspot regions with simple to complex magnetic configurations visible. There is a high probability for both C and M-class solar flares. If you want to do your own frequency predictions, the expected effective sunspots number for the week will be around 121. The 10 to 30 meter bands will, especially in the early mornings and late afternoons, provide some good DX fun. Please visit the website spaceweather.sansa.org.za for further information. Just final diary of upcoming events. 18th of February, the closing date for 80 meter club logs. 21st of February, Armed Forces Day, sinking of the SS Mendi. 27th of February, the International Milk Tart Day. 28th of February, the Sandton Power Tech Talk. 2nd to 3rd of March, the ARL International DX Fun Contest. 2nd of March, the SRL YL QSO Party and the West Rand Boot Sale. The 3rd March, the SRL Hamnet 40 meter Simulated Emergency Contest. 7th of March, the closing date for the SRL YL Logs. 8th of March, International Women's Day, the Worldwide YL Pota Party, and the closing date for the SRL Hamnet Logs. 9th and 10th of March, the SRL Field Day, the SRL VHF UHF FM Activity Day, and the RSGB Commonwealth Contest. So this concludes our bulletin for the day. Okay, Keith, over to you. ZS6HR from ZS6STN.
Thank you very much, Noel. For the bulletin, well received on my side, and I am, as I mentioned, trying to do the relay so we can see if we can take 40 meter calls in a few minutes, see if we've got anybody out there on 40 meters and we can hear how the broadcast worked. Hi. But yes, a topic of interest that I picked up that I thought might be quite interesting, although it's not radio related, but I know that radio amateurs are got their fingers into lots of pie, and they are always interested in what's happening in the world around them. So this one is an article that's on the cooldown.com that speaks to scientists use marine creature and machine learning to develop a super protein capable of eating away at certain plastics, and it could revolutionize our future. What we are looking for is to combine the potential of proteins provided by nature and machine learning with supercomputers. So apparently a marine creature that resembles a popular summer fruit has a unique defense protein that scientists believe could help make a major dent in one type of harmful pollution. As detailed at psych.org, researchers from a trio of institutions used the strawberry anemone to create an artificial super protein that is able to eat away at microplastics and nanoplastics from polyethylene terephthalate, a material commonly used to make single-use plastic bottles. What we are doing is something like adding arms to a person, said the professor, who pointed out that the protein basically acts like a scissor to degrade the plastic. The professor added that machine learning and supercomputers helped the scientists predict where we must place the new amino acids so resulted in a product similar to the enzyme discovered in Japan in 2016, but with an efficiency that is between 5 and 10 times higher and without the need for pollution generating high heat. The Institute of Catalysis and Petrochemistry of the Spanish Council for Scientific Research, and we'll forget about that particular word, which is published in the journal Nature Catalysis. Annually, nearly 450 million tons of plastic waste are created worldwide, according to the UN Environment Programme, which is a significant concern because the material takes hundreds upon hundreds of years to break down. As the plastics begin to decompose, they end up shedding tiny particles known as microplastics. Shockingly, one study recently found these toxic particles in almost 90% of protein-rich foods. Scientists are still studying how microplastics affect our long-term health, but the particles have been linked to metabolic and immune disorders, among other concerns, according to a study in ACS publications. This has spurred scientists to develop ways to eliminate already existing microplastics, even as some governments, companies, and individuals are seeking to reduce the use of plastic altogether. In the latest discovery, the versatility of the strawberry anemone protein is a unique benefit, allowing researchers to create two different products. One variant breaks down the PET particles more thoroughly, so it could be used for degradation in sewage treatment plants. The other gives rise to the initial components needed for recycling. In this way, we can purify or recycle depending on the needs, said a doctoral student. Researchers believe that further work could lead to even more solutions. What we are looking for is to combine the potential of proteins provided by nature and machine learning and supercomputers to produce new designs that allow us to achieve a healthy zero plastics environment. So I think that's the article. If anybody wants to go and have a look at the article, it is on the website called www.thecooldown.com/greentech, then green-tech, and then strawberry anemone defense protein microplastics.
Thank you very much, everyone listening out there this morning, and we trust you enjoyed the bulletin today. Thank you for the stations that assisted with the relays. Of course, you this morning, Keith, ZS6HR, once again, thank you. Okay, so join us again next Sunday at 8:45 Central African Time, where I think Keith is doing the bulletin, ZS6HI, and I'm sure he's going to come with some other very, very interesting topics. So please, guys, it's actually well worthwhile just for the topics of interest. This brings us to a close, the weekly bulletin of the Sandton Amateur Radio Club, ZS6STN. ZS6STN was operated by yours truly, ZR6 Delta X-Ray. And thanks for all the wishes, guys, and have a wonderful week ahead, and we'll see you next week. So 7-3 from my side, 7-3 to all the listeners. So we now relinquish all frequencies for general use. 7-3.